Hey everybody, Captain B-Nard back here with another Wi-Fi battle. So, today we have a battle against Goompsy, another random person offline. So, as you can see, I am using the same team I've been using the past couple games. Looking at his team, it looks very strong and pretty original as well. So that is what I like to see, of course. So, what do I want to lead with here is the question. And I think it's just going to go with the Tentacruel this time, actually. And we'll see how that works out. So, there he is, and it looks like he led with the Snorlax. Alright, so not the best thing in the world for me, but kind of is what it is. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go for the first layer of Toxic Spikes right out of the gate. I know I outspeed, so we'll definitely be able to get those up. No idea what he's going to be running here, so I get that set up, and he's going for a Body Slam. Alright, so I am max HP. That does a little less than half, so now the only question is, do I want to stay in and set up another one at the cost of great damage to my Tentacruel? And I kind of don't want to, so I think I want to switch out here. I got the one layer up, which is good. So I think we're actually just going to go ahead and switch into the Incineroar. So that seems like the best possible play. So going to come in with the Thundercat and going to get the Intimidate to lower this thing's attack, which is good. And he's going to go for another Body Slam. So that is not going to do too much after the Intimidate, and then I am going to regain some HP with the leftovers. So that worked out pretty well. He may or may not want to stay in here. So let's see here. I think he does have couple of switch options, none too spectacular, but I think I'm just going to go for a Drain Punch here. He might stay in, and he does stay in, so we're going to hit him with the Drain Punch, and that is going to take him down by about a little less than half, which is good, actually, and then we are going to regain a bunch of HP from that, back up to full, which is nice. He's going to Body Slam again in return. Not sure why. Maybe he doesn't have anything better, or maybe he didn't want to switch. I don't know, but either way, going to regain some HP and in a pretty decent spot, so I say we just go for it again. We're just going to go for the Drain Punch again, no reason not to, and he's going to stay in again, so going to hit him with that, and it's going to knock him all the way to the red. He does survive, though, unfortunately, but we are going to regain all of our HP from that once again, and that's going to go ahead and pop a Berry on him, though. That's a little unfortunate, so probably going to be, yep, the Figgy Berry. So he's back up to half. Going to Body Slam again, and that's going to knock me down about the same level by about a quarter. So these Body Slams not doing much, as I am going to regain HP from leftovers again. I think I'm going to have to Drain Punch again to guarantee a kill on this thing. So we're just going to Drain Punch one more time, and he seems intent on staying in. So unfortunately, though, that next Drain Punch not quite enough once again to take him out. So we're definitely wearing him out at this rate, though, so nothing to worry about. But, oh, wait, he has Rest, so maybe a little something to worry about. So he is going to rest. He's going to go to sleep and get all of his HP back. So that's a little unfortunate, but kind of is what it is. So I think we're actually, this turn, we're going to switch it up and we're going to Flare Blitz, because that actually, I think, would do more damage, but we'll find out. So going to hit him with that, and that'll take him down by a little less than half, so that did do quite a bit, although the recoil is going to hit me. He's still asleep this turn, so that's good. He's going to Sleep Talk, though, so we'll see what he lands on with that, and it is going to be Heat Crash. Okay, so that's his last move, I think. So he's going to hit that, and not going to do too much, so that's good. Then we're going to get some HP back from the leftovers. Now, I could, based on that damage, I could definitely take him out with another Flare Blitz, although I don't want to take more damage So I think I'm just going to Drain Punch again here. I want to leave my Incineroar as healthy as possible at the end of this exchange. So Drain Punch, and it is not quite enough once again, unfortunately, to take this thing out. So we do regain most of our HP with that, though. He's still asleep this turn, which is good. And so he's going to Sleep Talk again. We'll see what he lands on. And it's going to be Rest, so that's unfortunate for him. It doesn't do anything. So we're going to regain the rest of our HP with the leftovers, and Incineroar definitely going to win the war of attrition here. We're just going to U-turn out, and so that will definitely take care of the Snorlax from that range. So big war of attrition, but Snorlax not coming out on the top of this one, so that'll take him down to 5, and we do get the mandatory switch. So I think we are going to just go ahead and come back in. Well, yeah, we're going to come back in with the Tentacruel here so that we get that Black Sludge recovery at the end of the turn. And we'll go back to square one here. So we'll see what he wants to do. The only bad thing, like I say, is he does get the switch advantage. So we'll see what he wants to bring in. Alright, so it's going to be the Metagross. So can't say that that's a surprise. So we don't want to stay in on this. We don't want to take that Psychic attack. So we're going to go for the Incineroar once again. We're just going to go back into it since we do have the resist on both of his stab attacks. So we're going to come back in with that and going to go for the Intimidate, but the Clear Body, of course, going to negate that. So he is going to Psychic. Okay, so not going to do anything to me. This time around, I think we're just going to go ahead and Flare Blitz. We're going to see if we can take this thing out in one shot. And no, he's not going to leave it in, though. On that, he's going to switch into the Inteleon. All right, so this thing is going to catch a Flare Blitz. It's also going to catch a Poison thanks to those Toxic Spikes. So this thing, even though it resists, is not going to appreciate this. So going to Flare Blitz it, and it is going to take it down by a little more than half, which is good. We do take the recoil, which is fine, and then we get some HP back from the leftovers. And he is going to take some poison damage as well. So probably not going to want to stay in on this matchup. He could definitely do some big damage with a water attack. So I think we're going to actually just go ahead and go right back into the Tentacruel here. So playing it safe, going to come back in with good old Squidward. And he is going to go for a Snipe Shot. So we are max HP and we do resist that. So not going to do much to us. Take us to about half. And then we do get the Black Sludge recovery as well. And he is going to take more damage from the poison. So we could set up another layer of Toxic Spikes here, but I think we're just going to go for a Sludge Wave to just get rid of this thing if he decides to leave it in. And indeed he does. So he's going to Sucker Punch. That is actually going to take us to about a quarter, but we do survive it. And then we're going to hit him with that Sludge Wave, which will, from that range, definitely take out the Inteleon. So that will knock him down to 4, and then we do get some more Black Sludge recovery. So things definitely going pretty well at this juncture. Pretty solid. So we'll see what he wants to bring in return. So it is going to be the Kartana. Okay, so he's going to come in with that. So not really sure what this set is running. It does have a couple different options. Don't really want to let him potentially set up if that's what he wants to do. So I think we're just going to stay in here and Ice Beam. We do have options for this thing if he does attack, which he just does go for the Leaf Blade. Unfortunately, we can't take that. He does get the crit, though. I don't think that mattered. Maybe depending on his spread it might have, but that is going to get rid of the Tentacruel, dropping us to 5. It is going to trip his Beast Boost to raise his attack, which is not great, but we do definitely have contingencies for this situation. So we have a couple different good options, actually, but I think we're going to go for the sure bet, which is the Galvantula. So we're going to come in with Spider-Man. And we do have the Focus Sash, so we're guaranteed to live any attack. And we're just going to Bug Buzz on this thing. So it will outspeed us. Yep, it's going to hit us with an Aerial Ace, so it's not choice item, which is a bit of a surprise. We do survive without the Sash. Going to Bug Buzz, and this thing has no special defense whatsoever, so that is going to get rid of that Kartana. So that is a potentially huge threat out of the way. That is going to knock him down to 3 Pokemon, so that's good. So he is going to come back in with the Metagross. So I don't really think there's much of a point in switching at this low HP, so we're just going to go ahead and fire off a Thunder, trying to get as much damage as possible. We do outspeed, so we're going to hit this thing with a Thunder as hard as we can and see how much it does, and it'll take him down by about half, which is good. He is going to Rock Slide in return, though, and that'll definitely take us out from that range, which is what it is, not the end of the world. Going to lose the Galvantula, that's going to knock us down to 4. But that is okay. I think we're just going to go ahead and come in with Tauros here. So we're going to bring out the Bull Shard, ready to go. Gonna go for the Intimidate, but again, Clear Body, not gonna let that happen. So we should definitely outspeed this thing, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and fire off a Choice Band Earthquake at this thing and see how much we can do. It should hopefully take it out from this range. So going to hit him with that, and it is enough to get rid of that Metagross, which is good. That is going to knock him down to 2 Pokemon, so that is very good. So we'll see what he wants to bring in here. It's going to be the Dragonite, so actually that's bad. That's worst case scenario, because since we are choice locked, that is going to force us to switch out. So I think we're just going to want to go into the Incineroar. So that's what we're going to do. So yeah, we're going to go into the Incineroar here, get the Intimidate on this thing, which may or may not matter depending on the set. But we are going to cut this thing's attack, and we'll see what he wants to go for. And he's going to go for the Dynamax. Okay, so that's not great. So there is the Dynamaxed Dragonite. Alright, so he is going to go for a Max Wormwind. Okay, so Dragon Attack, going to take us down by a little less than half. And it is going to drop our attack stat, so that's not great. We are going to get some HP back from the leftovers, which is good. But yeah, not a great situation. We do have to attack this thing to break the multi-scale, if nothing else. So we're just going to go for a Darkness Lariat here. So he is going to... Okay, so he's packing Max Geyser. That's a little bit of a surprise. He's going to go for that, and actually I think, yep, that's going to be enough to take us out. So that's definitely not good. So he is going to set the Rain on the battlefield as well and take out our Incineroar, which sucks. That's going to drop us to 3. So yeah, that's not great. So we know he has the Dragon Attack and he has the Water Attack. So what do we want to do here? I think we just want to come in with the Articuno, actually, so we're going to do that. So we're going to come in with the Galarian Articuno, numero uno, that is. So I think we're going to have to, since he Dynamax, we're going to have to bust out our Dynamax, and I think we're just going to Max Guard here, actually, so that he burns his last turn of Dynamax on the Dragonite, so he can't get any further stat boosts or stat reduction or anything like that. So that seems like the right thing to do, so we are going to go ahead and do it. So there it is, the Dynamaxed Galarian Articuno, ready to go. So we are going to Max Guard, so whatever he does is not going to work this turn. He just went for a Max Airstream, so he is not going to get that speed boost off that, which is good for us. That is the last turn of his Dynamax, as I said, so that is definitely good. So I think we are actually going to go for our Max Airstream here to get a speed boost. I think he is going to outspeed us. Yes, he's going to Protect. Okay, so he's going to try to waste our Dynamax, but unfortunately for him, the Max move is still going to hit him for some damage through that. Not a lot, but it is going to break the multi-scale if he has it, which is important. And we do still get the speed boost, which is also important, and we're going to take some damage from our Life Orb. So this turn, I think, since we got the speed boost, we should outspeed. We're just going to go for a Max Mindstorm, try to hit him as hard as possible. And sure enough, we do outspeed now. Going to Max Mindstorm, And is it going to be enough? Yes, it is going to be enough from that range to get rid of that Dragonite. It is going to set the Psychic Terrain on the battlefield as well, so no priority for anybody for now. So that'll get rid of the Dragonite, knocking him to 1. We'll take more damage from the Life Orb. That's okay. And he does just have 1 left, which is the Dragapult. So we do have 1 speed boost. Not sure if we're going to outspeed or not, since this thing's very fast, but it is going to get poisoned from those Toxic Spikes as well. And actually, that is our last turn of our Dynamax. So that's fine. So now there's no reason just to not go for a Shadow Ball at this point. We'll see who outspeeds who. And he's still going to outspeed us, which kind of sucks. He's going to Phantom Force. So that is going to hit us next turn with a Ghost attack. He's going to avoid the Shadow Ball. That's going to be it for the rain. So can we take a Phantom Force? He's going to take the poison damage, which is good. Can we take a Phantom Force? I guess we could. You know what? I think we could just switch into the Tauros, actually. We do have the speed boost, but you know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and just switch right back into Tauros so that we can just get immune to that. So that's what we're going to do. So there's the Tauros again. Going to go for the Intimidate, but again, another Clear Body going to negate that. He's going to try to Phantom Force, but doesn't affect me, which is good. And then he's going to take that poison damage. So we're just going to go ahead and try to fire off a Choice Banded Throat Chop here at this thing. I think it's going to outspeed us, and indeed it does. He's going to Dragon Darts. We'll see how much it does. And it doesn't look like it's going to be... He does crit us on the first one, so I don't think it's going to be enough. And indeed, it's not enough to take us out, which is good. We're going to Throat Chop in return, and from that should be enough. And indeed, it is enough to get rid of that Dragapult. We do take Rocky Helmet damage, but that takes out the Dragapult, and that is game. So we are going to get the win there. 3-0 versus Goompsy, but that was a really good match, actually. A pretty fun one, a pretty interesting one. So, take the league card and quit. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Please hit that like button, leave a comment, and or subscribe if you did enjoy, and stay tuned for more new battles in the future. So, that's it, and we'll see you next time.